In my last video, I talked about why many popular nervous system tools might not be enough to really heal your nervous system. And when I say heal your nervous system, I don't mean eliminate all discomfort from your life. A healthy nervous system isn't always calm. A healthy nervous system is responsive, so it can activate when you need to be on alert, and then it can calm back down when it's safe to rest. So even with a regulated nervous system, stress is still going to be an inconvenience. Discomfort is still going to feel uncomfortable, but it will not trigger a full survival response because your system won't perceive it as a threat to your life anymore. Hi, my name is Melissa. I'm a GP and I'm a certified coach, and I help women heal their attachment patterns so that they can feel calm and secure in themselves and in their relationships. Healing your nervous system starts with your subconscious mind. You have to change your underlying beliefs that tell your brain what is dangerous in the first place. Without this shift, your body will stay on high alert. So the key is to rewire your subconscious mind while practicing daily regulation habits. When you do both at once, you are training your nervous system to see this new safety state as its new default set point. So exercises that can help you regulate your nervous system are things like breath work, like for example, the 4-6-8 method. So breathe in for a count of 4, hold for a count of 6, and then breathe out for a count of 8. It can also be meditation, mindfulness, gentle movement, somatic processing. Pick one or two and try to incorporate them into your daily routine. Ideally, you would do 10 minutes twice a day for at least 30 days, but the amount of time that it's going to take you to find a new homeostasis state is going to be very personal to you. Just remember that it's better to do something every day than to do nothing at all. To rewire your subconscious mind, there are 6 steps. Step number 1 is to identify the underlying negative beliefs that you have. Common ones are, if I don't control everything, I will get hurt. Or if I express my needs, I will be a burden and so I will be abandoned. Or for example, if I set a boundary, I will lose the relationship, I will lose the connection. Look at the different areas in your life and try to see what situations constantly trigger you. Step number 2 is to start the rewiring of those negative beliefs. And to do that, you need to speak the language of the subconscious mind. And so the language of the subconscious mind is imagery, emotion, and repetition. Think about it this way. Affirmations don't work if they are just empty words. They only work if they bring up a mental image and a positive feeling. To see the best results, try not to overwhelm yourself and just take 1 or 2 beliefs at a time. Now, step number 3 is to create safety through small opposite actions. Think about actions as a physical form of repetition. Every time you act differently, you elicit an emotion. And so it's really important to try to associate a positive emotion to that action. For example, if you are afraid that no will lead to rejection, then just start with a small no. And then notice that you are still okay. If you believe that conflict leads to abandonment, try sharing a small preference. For example, which movie you would prefer to watch on a date. By disagreeing with someone in a safe space, you are showing yourself that you can hold your ground and that your life won't fall apart. What you're doing is you're gathering evidence of how you are safe even when you challenge your old negative beliefs. Step 4 is how you deal with discomfort when it arises. So every time you start to feel a little bit uncomfortable or even a little bit panicky, try to talk to yourself as if you are talking either to a baby animal or just a small child. Approach yourself with a positive inner dialogue. Approach the situation with kindness, with curiosity, instead of judgment and shame. Because if you approach it with judgment and shame, what you are doing is you are basically just reinforcing that you are not safe. You're just re-wounding yourself. Step number 5 is to pause and reflect. Take a moment to notice what happens every time you take all of those steps. By doing this, you are gathering real-world proof that shows your subconscious mind that your new belief is true and that you are safe. Step number 6 is repetition. Rewiring your subconscious and regulating your nervous system require consistency. The more you repeat a thought or an action, the more your subconscious begins to prioritize it. And also remember that every single evidence, even the small ones, count. When you do this repeatedly, eventually you will stop seeing these normal life events as dangerous at all because you are healing at the root cause. But if you're doing all of this and you still feel like it's not working, it might be because of one of these 3 reasons. Reason number 1 is you may be going too deep too fast. Panicking every time you take action only strengthens your old negative belief. Your nervous system needs to feel safe while taking one step at a time. Otherwise, it's just going to snap into survival mode and just confirm your old belief that you are not safe. Reason number 2 is you might need some co-regulation in the beginning. If you've had a dysregulated nervous system for a really long time, in the beginning, this work might feel a little bit overwhelming and it might help to have someone help co-regulate with you. Reason number 3 is that you might need some external safety first. If you are trying to regulate your nervous system, but you live with a toxic partner, it's going to be really hard to exit survival mode. In an unsafe situation, being in fight or flight just means that our nervous system is working perfectly fine. We are supposed to be scared of danger. In these cases, the most healing thing you can do is to change your external circumstances. And that can be by setting a boundary or really by physically removing yourself from the environment. If you like this video, you're going to like my last one about how to actually heal your attachment style.